So among all the flagship talk, the Huawei P10 Plus seems to have been forgotten. Their flagship phone brings a lot to the table, and here's why I like it. In terms of design, you don't get that futuristic bezel-less look. The bezels are there though because of the speakers. There's a stereo experience packed into the phone, which isn't something you'd find on many flagships right now, and coupled with the Quad HD display at 5.5 inches, you're getting an awesome multimedia experience without the black sidebars you'd find on a longer 18:9 display of the Galaxy S8 or the LG G6 for example. Even the headphone jack stays intact and you don't necessarily get a bulky body on the P10 Plus. Coming in at just 7mm thin, the phone is very easy to pocket and use outdoors, and with the variety of colors the phone brings, everyone is satisfied. It's constructed out of a metal housing which gives it the premium feel with the slight curves around the corners, and with the IPS panel on board, sunlight legibility and viewing angles weren't bad either. This phone undercuts the top-end competition in Dubai by almost 400 dirhams, and at its price, performance too is outstanding. On the inside you find the year-old Kirin 960 processor and 6GB of RAM. Responsiveness is great, but because the processor is older, apps load up significantly slower than the newest processors out there. However, that doesn't mean RAM management and overall performance isn't top notch. In fact, this phone's the fastest so far in any speed test I've done, so if you've missed them, check them out by clicking the card up top. But there's more to this guy's performance. The software too is EMUI, which is relatively lightweight in my opinion. It's not Android's true level of customization, but it's sufficient enough. I've used the native skin during my usage, but you could always change that up because Android is such a flexible platform, so get a launcher and change it up to your liking. And while I found this super fast fingerprint scanner to be very convenient, it also doubles as a touchpad, which means you can use it as a navigation key, eliminating the need for any soft keys on screen. You can perform a variety of gestures and they work well for the most part, but I wish there was a way to customize your gestures to bring about that personal feel, so maybe in a future update Huawei could add that in. I feel like the company has really nailed all of these departments, and to my surprise, the phone even packs an IR blaster. I've always loved phones that did this because of the convenience they bring, and here I definitely give Huawei some much deserved brownie points. As with every phone though, there are some weaknesses. For one, no water or dust resistance is quite a big one nowadays when compared to other flagships, and two, the camera. The back sports a 20 plus 12 megapixel unit that has a Leica lens in it, but pictures lack that crispness. Because of the dull nature of pictures, their colors come out darker and they don't give you that detail I've grown to expect from a flagship camera. The black and white photos in monochrome mode isn't something I was too intrigued by, but I tried taking pictures whose focus I could change later. Unfortunately, the pictures come out very artificial looking and the whole feature doesn't work as well as I would have hoped for. Pictures at night though were definitely better. There wasn't visible noise to shots, but once again there was a dark vibe to them. I think the camera unit isn't able to take in ideal light, but something I was impressed by was how little light streaking or overexposure there was going on, so definitely some good work on that front. As far as video recording is concerned, the 4K video quality is great. The shots are detailed with great color and a very impressive dynamic range. It's just that the stabilization of footage at 4K isn't good, which takes away from the experience. Selfies though were great. At 8 megapixels you get plenty of detail, and this has been good from the Mate 9 Pro, but the P10 Plus improves performance at night as well. I think the only complaint would be how narrow the lens is and that sometimes you do have to stand relatively still to take selfies. That being said though, the battery life was good, about 6 to 7 hours of screen on time, which dips to around 5.5 hours on heavy days. Recharging was mostly done overnight, with the phone lasting me a whole day, most of the time under just Wi-Fi. And with the USB-C support and fast charging, you can go from 0 to 100% in round about 2 hours on that big 3750 mAh battery. And there you have it. I think that's everything on what I think about the Huawei P10 Plus. I think it's a really great phone and checks all the boxes but a few. Let me know what you guys think about the phone in the comments down below, and check out my other videos if you've missed them. I'll see you in the next one. Adios.